Genesis chapter 16. Hagar and Ishmael. Now Sarah, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, but she had an Egyptian maidservant named Hagar. So she said to Abram, "The Lord has kept me from having children. Go sleep with my maidservant. Perhaps I can build a family through her." Abram agreed to what Sarah said. Really? He agreed? He was probably like, "Hell yeah, finally." Uh, Sorry for that pause. "The Lord has kept me. Go sleep with my maidservant. Perhaps I can build a family through her." Abram agreed to what Sarah said. So after Abram had been living in Canaan for 10 years, Sarah his wife took her Egyptian maidservant Hagar and gave her to her husband to be his wife. He slept with her. He slept with Hagar, and she conceived. This is actually the story of where Christianity and Muslims split, and I'll give you a little bit of insight into that. This first baby is the leader of the Muslims. This first baby made between Abram and the maidservant. It's considered an illegitimate child, but the Muslims still consider it the firstborn, and that is their ascendant. That is their they believe they have the right to everything because they were the firstborn, but they were a non-legitimate child. So the Christians say, "No, you don't deserve everything. You're illegitimate." But anyway, when she knew she was pregnant, she began to despise her mistress. Then Sarah said to Abram, "You are responsible for the wrong I am suffering. I put my servant in your arms, and now that she knows she is pregnant, she despises me. May the Lord judge between you and me. Your servant is in your hands," Abram said. "Do with her whatever you think best." Then Sarah mistreated Hagar, so she fled from her. The angel of the Lord found Hagar near a spring in the desert. It was the spring that is beside the road to Shur. And he said, "Hagar, servant of Sarah, where have you come from, and where are you going?" "I am running away from my mistress," Sarah answered. This is weird that back in the day it was just a normal conversation. "I'm running from this guy that I'm fucking's wife. Like, she's mad at me." No shit, she's mad at you. Nowadays, no shit, she's mad. But back then, it's like, well, but why is she mad? Uh, "I'm running away from my mistress, Sarah," she answered. See, it's the woman's mistress. It's not the man's mistress. It's the woman's mistress, even though she's not doing anything with her. This is just strange. Uh, then the angel of the Lord told her, "Go back to your mistress and submit to her." The angel added, "I will so increase your descendants that they will be too numerous to count." And that is the Islams. Uh, The angel of the Lord also said to her, "You are now with child, and you will have a son. You shall name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard you of your misery. He will be a wild donkey. A man of his hand will be against everyone, and everyone's hand against him, and he will live in hostility toward all his brothers." Sounds about right. She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. "You are the God who sees me," for she said, "I have now seen the one who sees me." That is why the well was called Bir Lai Roy. It is still there between Kadesh and Bered. So Hagar there bore Abram a son, and Abram gave the name Ishmael to the son he had born. Abram was 86 years old, and Hagar bore him Ishmael. Ishmael is the father of Islam.